afternoon, esteemed colleagues and guests. These are the tools which I am using regularly. You can consider them as my P-drug list. Okay, so in Department of Pharmacology, for content creation, by integrating generative AI, how can we improve the teaching and also results? I will show you some generative AI content which I made, and I'm continuously improving actually. So I'm in starting stage only. So if any mistakes or something, please ignore. I'll start showing my where I am using these tools and how I am using the tools and what kind of outputs I'm getting. So as all already speak about these ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Llama models, and also Claude models. All these you all know. And first, I will generally start with ChatGPT only. ChatGPT is the master of everything. So I will start with the ChatGPT. So for conference, I have created already one interaction. Okay. So I have asked ChatGPT here. Yeah. SLO list, methods used, time allotted, and resources provided for anti-tubercular drug lesson for undergraduate MBBS second year students. So this is what actually I have asked it, and ChatGPT has given me SLOs, understanding the classification of anti-tubercular drugs and explain the mechanism of action, pharmacokinetics, and describe the regimens for anti-tubercular as per WHO guidelines, and we can add Indian guidelines also, discuss the challenges of multi-drug resistant and extensive drug resistance. So what I have done is, so I'll show you different tools. This is actually teaching aid visual mein. This is my favorite tool. This is called as Canva AI. Canva AI is like template collection. You will have all template collections. You want to design a poster, you want to design a PPT, or you want to design anything, a lesson plan. So for example, if you type here as a lesson plan, so create a design, go to create a design. Either you will have everything. So either just I'll type for lesson plan. So the lesson plan will come. So there are a lot of lesson plans, you will get in templates. So in these templates, you can select any lesson plan. Or if you want to, design any book also, ask for books. If you want to design any website also, ask for website, anything, all are editable. All are editable. Just go through the template and select the template simply and enter, what is the subject or list of topic, all this. So here actually, without wasting time, I have showed what I have generated. So anti-tubercular lesson plan I have generated like this. So this is my plan. So lesson plan and time and also resources provided, and all these I have made in a attractive way. So that's how we can use. And second thing, for case scenario generation also I have utilized this thing. See how the case scenario, I have asked ChatGPT only to generate a case scenario, and again I have generated image using this ChatGPT, and see all this image I have generated through Canva. Canva is again, it can able to generate the images also. So I will show you some image platforms which I will use. This is my favorite, Leonardo AI. Leonardo AI, why I prefer? Because Leonardo AI have inbuilt models. For example, majority of us, we don't know prompt engineering, right? So how to exactly ask the prompt, we don't know. Simply what you have to do is select these models. See whether you want a cartoon character, or whether you want an artistic character, or whether you want an oil paint, or whether you want a hyper realistic character. So what kind of character you want to create, you just check here. So generally for teaching purpose, hyper realistic I will use. So hyper realistic characters, these kind of characters. See, these are the real hyper realistic characters. So this is my library. I have used the characters. So these are called as hyper realistic characters. See, so the characters looks like actually they are, you can use in teaching. So the important thing, one more tip I can tell you is, whenever you are generating any image, just see here, seed is very important. You can find seed of this, just find here somewhere, it is seed. No, it is called as seed, because if you maintain that seed, if you use that seed, see I have mentioned here reference seed is 32578, some random seed I have generated. So if you use that seed, that AI will maintain the consistency of characters. Otherwise the AI will give different characters, you don't know. and exactly you have to give Indian character. I have mentioned here Indian doctor, male patient, age. If you try, if you want to generate more consistent images, try to give the name also and maintain a seed. Give some random seed. So that seed, maintain the same seed so that it will give you a consistent image. So still it is improving, but it is 100% better than ChatGPT, Leonardo. And Leonardo can also generate motion images. So if you give your image and ask it to create, look like, make it a motion picture type. So it will generate a motion type. So you can add on your videos. So using these technologies, I have created a communication video. I'll tell you good and bad communication for my students.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे प्रैक्टिस के एक इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट के बारे में। मरीजों को बुरी खबर कैसे बताएं। मान लीजिए आपको एक मरीज को बताना है कि उसे ट्यूबरकुलोसिस है। ये आसान नहीं होता, लेकिन न्यूज देने का तरीका बहुत फर्क करता है। तो देखते हैं इसे दो तरीकों से, सही तरीका और गलत तरीका। पहले, डॉक्टर गुड कम्युनिकेशन। सोचिए, आप रूम में दाखिल होते हैं, आई कांटेक्ट बनाते हैं और बैठते हैं। आप धीरे और साफ बोलते हैं, मिस्टर स्मिथ, मेरे पास कुछ गंभीर खबर है। आपके टेस्ट के रिजल्ट्स आ गए हैं और लगता है कि आपको ट्यूबरकुलोसिस है। आप रुकते हैं, उन्हें समझने का समय देते हैं। आप चुप रहते हैं, स्थिति की गंभीरता को समझने का समय देते हैं। फिर आप आश्वासन देते हैं, मुझे पता है यह सुनना मुश्किल है, लेकिन हमारे पास प्रभावी इलाज है और मैं हर कदम पर आपके साथ रहूंगा। आप समझते हैं, कहते हैं, इस समय डर या भ्रम महसूस करना स्वाभाविक है। आप उन्हें प्रश्न पूछने का समय
So this is how we can generate, but I have generated this video using a software called as, tool called as InVideo. So generally I will use this video called as InVideo. InVideo is a very simple tool. You just log in into InVideo and just type whatever script you want. Say I want to generate a patient communication with TB, or it is always better to ask ChatGPT to generate that script, and you can improve by using your own thoughts and paste here. Just give me and the second thing, advantage of InVideo is you can generate in multiple languages. You can generate in Tamil, you can generate in Hindi, you can generate in any language. Just ask it, it will do it. And second thing, you can modify the images using Leonardo A. And second thing, one more platform in images I will prefer is Microsoft Designer. Microsoft Designer is also best for medical scenarios generation. Microsoft Designer also very well. And second thing, these are all prompts, hints. Prompt, creative solution, reimagine, think beyond traditional methods. For example, what you are expecting, ChatGPT is not giving. Just try these prompts. Think out of the box. Reimagine, think out of the box, do some brainstorming, and also draw inspiration from literature, art, and global cultures, and also give me some groundbreaking results. So these prompts try, definitely you will get a better results. These are my favorite prompts. Okay, then literature review ke liye PubMed GPT, Semantic Scholar, these are all like GPT extensions only. So just add in the GPTs. So just in ChatGPT, explore GPT, you can go and you can add your favorite GPTs. And next, Canva, Speed Paint. Speed Paint is one more thing actually teachers can use. So you can upload any image here. So and upload image, and then it will convert into it's like a whiteboard animation. It is called as whiteboard animation. The same case scenario I have showed you, I have uploaded, and now see how it is drawing like a it is like a whiteboard animation. So rather than presenting normally any concept or something, you just upload into the Speed Paint. It will make it as whiteboard animation. So this is also one of the important tool in teaching. And next, using this only, one more audio platform I am using, that is called as Suno AI. Ever you heard of Suno AI? Suno AI simply just give need not to give much professional prompt also. Simply you give I need to generate a song in A.R. Rahman style about the patient communication. I don't know authors of Hindi, but any author name or something you just mention here, so automatically it will generate. So after generation of that song, I just created this. For example, see, for me it has generated.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे प्रैक्टिस के एक इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट के बारे में.
It has generated this song for me. Actually, this is regarding agonists and partial agonist, competitive agonists. concepts I just want to make clear to my students using some animation concept. So I have used this.
A full agonist comes bringing pure light, binding so strong to receptors it holds, unlocking responses as the story unfolds. So pharmacology, dance self-divine, the world of receptors, where pathways align. Partial and full, we rise and we fall, finding the balance. We answer the call. Now enters the stage a partial friend, not full in might, harmony to lend. It binds with grace, a dance not too strong, bringing balance where full might be wrong. Oh, pharmacology, dance of the divine, in the world of receptors, where pathways align, rival, competitive, and keen. Blocking the path, see what I mean? It battles for space, where agonists fight can be overcome with enough time. In the shadows lurks.
So like that, you can generate any images of, your own, and you can create it. You can use. So it reaches. So next is clone voice, Speechify. Speechify is one of thing, Azkal Gen Z generation, from birth they are, used to these tabs only. They don't want to read actually. So this Speechify is one of the platform. Once you uploaded your PDF, it started reading for you. Wherever you put your mouse, it will read for you. So it is also nowadays people are, making it easy to read. Okay. Otherwise, it will reduce some stress on your brain. It's a successful platform. And you can use celebrities' voice. Not only you can clone your voice also, but Mr. Beast, Snoop, all these voices are available. They will read for you. And next, medical imaging, Mona AI. This is developed by NVIDIA, and who all are working on the Jupyter notebook and data sciences. For them, actually, this Mona label is very useful. So they are ahead on annotations. They have a big bank of annotations in radiology, and also I'll show Mona label. So these are all pathology, endoscopy, radiology. They are having huge collections. You just install this library in the Jupyter, and you can work on your data sciences. And this web design. Web design is also, see, for example, my favorite is Vercel. I have designed this in Vercel only. Nowadays, doctors also in every field, wherever they are working with software. Some software they want to design, but you don't know exactly what outcome techies are giving, what outcomes you want, they don't know. So simply use this Vercel. See here, I will write design website for medieval medical college with pharma physiology departments. Add description. Think out of the box. So this kind of command you give first. So it will generate a website for you. Whatever your modifications or something, it won't give you any backend or something, but exact look what exactly you are expecting, what kind of product you are expecting from techies. So this will help you to get a printout or show to him, this is what I want, this I don't want. All these are actually worthy for you, because nowadays, otherwise they will keep a meeting with you, meetings keep on, meetings are going, but no outcome. But just simple Vercel application, you can design any thought, you just type into your normal language only. You need not to use big prompts also. If you want to fine tune, you can use ChatGPT. I want to use this, give me a prompt. So like that, I'm using this. And second thing, yeah. So this is for our medical college. and these are the departments, and these are the descriptions whatever given, and it will design logo for us also. And you know, you can make it beautiful. So it will make it beautiful and add some columns, or whatever your requirements. You just tell to it, and it will immediately give the results to you. So it will be definitely useful for medical people. Thank you. All this. Thank you.
Amazing. That was amazing, isn't it? So actually, being a friend with technology is something I think which what Dr. Durga has just said, shown. It's not important to really know the technical backend always, but be ready to adopt technology and be ready to sort of incorporate it into a day-to-day use and use the tools available. And I think that's what is more important than really a hardcore nerdy type approach. So I'll open this for questions. And first of all, before they ask, Durga, I think you should be sharing the list of all these tools with them. So when they carry, they can try out each one of them. Yeah. Questions, please. Yeah.
So, if I may, just before the questions start, just one input I wanted to give. That nowadays you need not be a painter in order to paint. You need not be a poet in order to write a poem. And that's what probably Dr. Durga is sort of this thing. So output creation is fine. But ultimately, if you do not understand the antagonist, partial antagonist, and the agonist, the conceptual level, right? Then it can, you'll not be able to pick up distance. So what stands true for ChatGPT also stands true for any of the generative AI platforms. Thank you, sir. Questions?
Thank you. So questions, comments, please. Yeah. There's the mic, guys. So tell me, Durga, has this been a hobby or a passion, or how have you been stumbling along more and more of these apps?
So actually, my interest developed when I attended the medical education classes only, sir.
Okay.
Karunadatta madam was inspired me. Then actually I started developing medical education apps. Then Sharmila madam, all these encouraged me. Then unknowingly, I was passionate towards that, and I started full stack development course. Then I have, with Profil Mohan sir, again, I got a boost in form of him. Now we are developing, sir.
Very nice. Amazing. I think we deserve a round of applause for this point.
Please do.
All these apps are free. I mean, they are paid, or what the prescription will be required for subscription?
Subscription will be required, but for our usage, it is not required.
Okay.
So that is how. If, for example, you if you want to generate, what I will do is you can create 5-6 IDs, mail IDs, so you can manage that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I am managing.
So there is a jugaad. What
Yeah.
you do is you get credits per 24 hours. So they keep getting renewed. So if you run out of them, then you wait for 24 hours, or as he's given you another jugaad of having multiple accounts. Sir, please.
Sir.
Extremely interesting talk. Both this one and the previous one, I thought both the talks were outstanding.
Thank you, sir.
I, as maybe slightly old-fashioned in my thinking, but I feel this ability to generate music and images and poetry and everything impacts the importance that human beings have been giving to creative arts for all these years. So I think I know this is going to happen, but it means that the high regard that we gave to painters, musicians, and all is going to disappear down the line.
Yes, yes.
And I don't know. I can't somehow digest that.
As your quote, I remembered, sir. We should outsmart students because students are practicing all these. So we have to.
I think that's a very valid point. And creativity, I think the generation or something is keep redefining creativity as they move along. Probably today we don't get the type of creative sculptors or the technologies which we see in certain, especially temples in South India, where you have pillars which have been dug out of this entire huge rock. Of course, they didn't have 3D printers, sure, but the way they have done, and we've lost that ability. So I think this is a part of evolving, and there will be definitely some amount of loss of creativity, but maybe new creative things will come up of how to utilize these tools. But definitely we share your anguish to some extent, sir.
Sir, to answer
Sir,
this,
if you permit, sir, I'll just have an introduction. Sorry, Rashid. I'll just have a contra view to that, sir. I'll give you my own example. I'm immensely interested in classical music. My problem is I'm not a good singer. I don't even know how to play anything, right? So what I listen today is what is being created by somebody else. I may want to have 10 iterations and variations in Raga Hansadhani, which happens to be my favorite Raga, right? But there was no way I could make somebody else sing it the way I want to sing it. So that was my limit of ideas as regards Raga Hansadhani, what is available. Now, if I use generative AI, I can produce my own music. So in that sense, isn't my creativity increasing? Now, we probably are confusing creativity from an ideation level to the capability to do it with your hands. So maybe I would, have less respect with this thing. But insofar as creativity is concerned, it allows an opportunity to a sunkar and not a funkar like me also to participate. So that's another view. Probably the real thing lies somewhere in between, as always.
Yeah, Yashvir, you wanted to
so
add
I
something?
wanted to support Praful's view that the creativity will in fact increase the humanities as a subject, the ideation, the thinkers of the previous years. If had they had these tools, they would have really made a lot of difference. So I think humanities rather than the science stream, they with their own original ideas and with these tools, I think creativity will increase and not decrease.
One more.
So, yeah,
In fact, just
it's
carrying
going
this
to be an
forward,
interesting debate. So let's hear
in
more.
fact, just carrying this forward,
Yes.
in creativity and in sports and everything else, there are two angles to it. One is talent, and the second is the amount of hard work done. Probably, and then there are people like us who are either spectators or audience who had the ability for neither of the two. Maybe the difference and will be blurred in the course of time, but possibly the content could keep improving, as Colonel Praful was saying, because some people who had never expressed themselves before would have expressed.
But just to extend what you just said, what is more important? Is the journey towards art more important, or is the destination?
Both are important. The example that I'm giving is sometimes, let's say, take the example of cricket. There might have been a talented person comes to play, and maybe on the way learning in Kash, and then suddenly you find a 2-year-old prodigy beginning to play like a master. Somewhere you feel, at least the Hindu way of looking at life with rebirth and all, that the software is working somewhere in that baby's life. And so he is delivering it.
So interesting, yeah.
So just to add to that, what we were discussing, AI, what it produces is very bland and very average stuff. To do things that are brilliant, you need a human being there. Like Sir just said in cricket, I mean, AI may be able to play cricket, but then to create a helicopter shot, you need an MS Dhoni for that. So without humans, it is just average, very average.
So the rebuttal is due. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if I can just further add to my comment. Yeah, I agree what Colonel Mohan just said, that you can access any amount of music and the way you want it. By the way, I'm also a very avid listener of classical music. But that apart, I think yet the individual's creativity, I mean, you would admire a singer like Bhimsen Joshi, or you would admire somebody. Now you will no longer admire any person, because whatever you want to hear, you can get it off the AI platforms. So that's what I mean to say, that the personal creativity, which brought some amount of standing in society to a person, that will no longer exist. That's my comment.
I think that's a very valid comment. Yeah, one last comment on this.
Yeah, so what I do agree with the gentleman on my left, because if you see, the word genius actually comes from the word genie, which is to say that genius is something which is supernatural. It is not something which is mundane, or it is not ordinary. What AI is giving at the end of the day is just, collating the data which is available, even if it is 10 raised to power 13, and it is giving you a different permutation combination with whatever internal networking that is okay. And that is why it is how the subconscious mind in psychiatry we are taught, or in psychology we are taught, that it works. So subconsciously, all this is happening, that is fine. But as when you think of something out of the box, or something which is absolutely new as a creator, and something which was not existing, let us say for example Einstein. Now Einstein produced theory of relativity which was nowhere there in the data of physics in his times, and he actually clicked that the quantum physics today is understanding that theory of relativity. And but it took him almost more than 20 years to come to a point to explain it to his colleagues. And that is why in our medical science sometimes we talk about Kekule's dream, that the structure of benzene he got in the dream. So something like these which geniuses have produced, that I doubt whether AI will be able to give us. It is something supernatural, and as a part of that super conscious, I should say, which can only help us.
I think